Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the 90th Minute. We are your hosts. We got Greg, Woz, Maddie, Lucas, and myself, Liam. If you are new to the 90th Minute, please make sure you are subscribed here on YouTube. Make sure you hit like as well. Helps us out a ton. And comment down below. Get involved with today's conversations. Give us your thoughts and opinions. Now, this is a review show for Match Day 2 of Euro 2020. But before we get into the review show and the football, we have to start one place only. The 90th Minute is proudly sponsored by the guys over at Manscaped, #1 in male grooming products below the waist. Check out manscaped.com to see a full list of all their products. Now, it's Euro 2020. You don't want to look down there looking like Matt or Marouane Fellaini. You don't want that. Clean yourself up. Get yourself the Lawnmower 4.0, ceramic coated blades, 7,000 RPM motor. It's got a light. Yeah, your beard's nice, your hair's shite. That's how it is.
I'm growing it out, fam. Can you allow it?
Wireless charging. It's got a lock so you can take it with you when you travel. The world's getting back open. You don't want this plus in your suitcase. You don't want to turn it on. The fucking guy at the airport thinks he's got a vibrator in there. You don't want that. You got a travel lock. That's what you got. Anyways, manscaped.com. Use code 90th at checkout. You get 20% off plus free shipping on fantastic products like the Lawnmower 4.0 and all the other range of Manscaped goodies for male grooming. Now!
Oh, how we've missed you. You can sell money to a broke person.
Now!
Unbelievable.
Match Day 2. Boy, it's been a time. The 90th Minute has been streaming over on twitch.tv/the 90th Minute official. We've had some absolutely hyped moments. Insert a clip of Wazinho screaming when Lewandowski scores a goal. Oh! Goal We got some pretty bad moments.
Like me napping.
Insert moments like, the 0-0 draws and, the Dutch versus Austria. Anyways, that doesn't really matter because it's still the Euros. It's still pretty hyped.
Yeah.
It's a great time.
Yeah.
Lucas yelled at us for opening window.
Look,
Matt hit Woz in the back of the head.
Busy for us.
Somebody
Let me
spilled
tell you,
water. I don't know who.
this
Somebody
man
spilled water.
This man damn won't let me be chill.
Man,
Apparently the window's too
wearing
much,
pants.
bro. The sound of wind
Too
coming through the
dirty, man.
window
You're wearing
is
pants the whole time. You're
too
not
much,
even
yeah.
wearing shorts.
And this guy can't, bro. As you can tell, if you watch this shit on our video, not on audio apps. If
Hey
you're
guys,
on
they
audio
came
apps,
for football.
I am black, yeah. And this guy has the lights off, bro. How are you meant to see me?
Hold on. I want, Maddie, I want to time travel with you back
Let's go back
to June 16th. It was a little while ago. A little while ago. Match Day 2, that's when it kicked off Group A. We saw Turkey, potential dark horses of the tournament. Turkey, Burak, Real Maz, oh my god. Yeah, they're shite. They lost 2-0 to fucking Wales.
The dark horses that
Are dead. The dark horses are dead. Simple as that.
Yeah.
Never sleep on Wales,
Peter
bro.
might come after us for that comment, but hey.
Burak
whatever.
should have stayed in Lille. He was having a nice party. It's done.
Never
Wales.
sleep on Wales.
Wales, credit to them. Credit to Wales. They're doing well.
Very well.
It was a great performance by Wales. I didn't see it coming, but they were creating the better chances. You were seeing Aaron Ramsey making some runs from midfield that Turkey were not picking up for some reason after the first and second time. They were getting away with it. And the third time, Aaron Ramsey made that run again from midfield and finally scored the first goal of the game.
It was a good ball over top to him. It was a good finish.
good goal.
It was not my favorite part of this game, though. I gotta be honest. My favorite part of this game was Gareth Bale and his penalty shot. Wales did get a penalty just after the hour mark, and Gareth Bale missed the net. He may have hit the space station. I don't know. Not confirmed yet. Just rumors. Somebody look into that. But it doesn't matter. Wales get a 2-0 victory. They're looking very, very comfortable to advancing to the next round of the tournament, which full credit to them. They deserve it. I think they played really well so far. We're going to go over the other Group A match from that day because it was Italy versus Switzerland, 3-0 victory for the Azzurri.
Italy's looking dominant. Looking great.
I think
Have they conceded the goal yet? No, right?
No,
I
they're
don't
two
think so.
3-0
Two
victories.
3-0
I think it's fair to say, I mean, I don't know who's going to agree with me here, but Italy, I think, have been the best team in the tournament so far.
It's hard
They've
to
looked
judge.
the best.
It's hard to judge when
But
teams don't play
still,
each other.
regardless, they still look the best team out of everyone else. And
In terms of like goals,
Not if you're Gary Neville, though.
yeah, if you're Gary Neville, clearly it's they haven't played only weak teams. Yeah, okay, Gary.
I mean, at the end of the day, people will give, they're only playing Turkey, Wales, and Switzerland.
Well, the thing is, they haven't played
on
Wales
the day
yet.
this is being released. That should be, at least on paper, a very good game. What I'm looking, 2-3-0 victories. The Italian national team, at least in our lifetime, is not famous for goal scoring. They're famous for clean and
But
simple.
they've been very
defensive
exciting to watch. They're so
performances.
enjoyable. It's so fluid.
100%. They're not conceding, and they're scoring 3 goals a game. That's incredible for them. Roberto Mancini's got this team absolutely firing right now. They're having Immobile actually scoring goals and creating chances. It was great to see. They have good young players in that midfield, working hard, good wingers. Their back line is still rock solid. They got a great goalkeeper in Donnarumma. The Italians, I think, were slept on in qualifying. They weren't talked about enough, and now they're actually at the tournament. They're making noise. And people are standing up and finally noticing the Italians, which is good to see. I like that. I can quickly go over Group A, how it stands before the final match day kicks off. Italy are first place with 6 points. Wales are second on 4 points. And Switzerland are third with 1. And, of course, Turkey are bottom with 0. So Switzerland are still in contention. They are.
Greg, what point were you making?
Oh, I was just saying, like, because Wales have been very good form. Like, they honestly...
We have to give praise to Wales, and a lot of us kind of discredit them before going to this tournament, saying they just don't have what it takes. They're not the same team from 2016. Gareth Bale's aged. But I'll give credit to them. They've done very well. They've been very fun to watch.
And admit that. I thought Wales would be kind of flat in this tournament. I thought they'd be kind of either inexperienced in some places or too experienced in others. I'm being proved wrong. I mean,
you can tell that
I'm happy.
They're doing well.
Their pride is really shining and showing on the pitch. You can tell they're playing for the nation. They're playing for the badge on the kit, and you love to see it.
Yeah, they got the very tough battle ahead of trying to get top. They can still get top spot in that group, which would be huge.
I think it's gonna be a great game, Wales, Italy.
You know, if Wales do lose to Italy and Switzerland come off with, albeit a very big win, they need to win by 5 goals.
The one thing I've learned in the Euro so far is that every goal is so important and it's so crucial. It's either 1 or 2 goals can get you out of the tournament. Either you draw or win or lose. Everything's so important. You look at the Champions League, you compare to the Euros. This feels so different.
No, 100%.
I mean, there's only one round of groups.
Should we move into Group B now?
Yeah, let's go ahead.
Group B, the first match on the 16th there was Finland hosting Russia. Bit of a disappointing game, if I'm completely honest. It ends 1-0 victory for Russia.
I thought it was actually a decent game.
It's all right. It was the early morning kickoff. I remember that. I woke up to watch this. I was half asleep for it. So that is what it is. The Russians, they get a victory. I know
they need a bounce back game against Belgium.
Yeah, I know was not very full of praise of them before the tournament kicked off, but they do get a win. The goal from Moranchuk. Again, it was not the best game of all time, but it wasn't the worst game either. But it does make the group a little bit interesting because the other game saw Belgium versus Denmark, which was a bit more of an exciting game. It ends 2-1 for Belgium. Denmark were in this game, man. I mean, they started off so hot.
It was an okay game, yeah. They looked actually pretty decent,
in the first
line.
minute, which is incredible.
I think sorry, I was going to say, I mean, before Kevin De Bruyne, I think the biggest concern with Belgium right now is their defense. Their defense does not look perfect, doesn't look compact. You compare it to some other countries.
Hey,
they're starting a big Jason Denier
I know.
Or Dedrick Boyata. Pardon me? I don't know how
concerning.
Boyata,
it's concerning if they want to go deep in this tournament.
Boyata started, I think, 1-3-0. Denier started, they only won 2-1. So I mean,
Greg, neither of those 2 players should be anywhere near the starting 11.
I get
Dedrick Boyata was arguably the worst Celtic
regardless,
defender.
Though,
and he's now playing for Belgium?
Belgium were asleep in the first half of that game. And then Belgium brought on Kevin De Bruyne, and things changed.
Kevin De Bruyne comes on his first game since breaking his face in the Champions League final. And he put the game on his head. He put on a
masterclass.
Him and Lukaku
saw his angry red face and they woke up.
He assisted in the 54th minute to Thorgan Hazard before scoring one himself in the 70th minute to make it 2-1. De Bruyne brilliance. Can he lead Belgium to maybe a Euro victory. I don't know. He is
I
that
gotta
good
give
of a player.
props to Lukaku on the second one. He was like holding off a bunch of players, got dribbled past a few players before he gave it to the next person, who ended up giving it to De Bruyne. Or maybe I'm getting the order wrong there. But
what you're saying is Lukaku was a big man and did big man things.
No, Lucas, you're right though. I thought both the Belgium's goals were great goals, honestly. And Yusuf Poulsen's goal in the second minute, great way to kick it off for Denmark, considering what happened, of course.
Well, let's go over
I don't want this to get overshadowed, but like Moranchuk's goal was fantastic.
Yes, it was. It was a fantastic goal. Yeah. It was brilliant finish.
Didn't see it because Mandem was asleep.
It was a very, very good finish. But currently, as it stands, before Matchday 3 kicks off, we have Belgium in top spot, 6 points. Russia and Finland are tied on 3 points. Finland are third, though, on goal difference. And Denmark are bottom on 0. It's very unfortunate for the Danes. Unfortunate
The Danes have had some,
The thing is, I think they can beat Russia and get second in this group still.
It's
That's
possible.
what's funny.
Oh, definitely.
Denmark's not out of this group yet. I mean, this group is still completely up in the air. Belgium will go through. We just don't know in what
Belgium's
spot.
safe.
So, we will see. We'll wait and see how this group does end. But good news on the day of recording this podcast, Christian Eriksen was released from hospital earlier on. He had a surgery to implement some device onto his heart. So, peace and love.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's all good. We wish him the best, of course. I know he did meet up with the team at the training ground or something like that. So, good that he's getting back with the team and everything like that.
And right now, there's no official word if he'll ever be able to play football again. I know it's what people wonder. The most important part is that he's alive, he's well, he's healthy, 100%. Of course. But yeah, essentially what happened was Ericsson, they gave him an ICD, so an implantable device, and it's kind of like a pacemaker and a defibrillator combined together. And so it just kind of helps avoid more cardiac arrest in the future or restarts his heart in a sense. I think Daley Blind is something similar, and he's able to play football, but still, again, different situations. I also heard that in Italy, they don't allow players to play professional football if they have an ICD. So
we'll wait and see what happens.
You never know what's going to happen there. So, but just best of luck, and that's awesome to hear he's healthy.
Moving into Group C, so like I said, Turkey was dark horses before this tournament started, and so was Ukraine. Ukraine living up to expectations a little bit more so. They get a 2-1 victory over North Macedonia. Again, a bit of an exciting game. Maybe not a record-breaking game kind of thing, but I enjoyed it. I thought Ukraine were good for the victory. I liked watching them go forward. Some great goals being scored by them. Yarmolenko seems to be an absolute baller of this tournament. I don't know what he's eating for breakfast, but it's great to see.
He wants a Coca-Cola sponsorship.
He wants a Coca-Cola sponsorship. And give Yarmolenko Coca-Cola. Give it to him. He deserves it. He's being a legend. The other game in this group saw the Netherlands versus Austria. 2-0 victory for the Dutch. Greg summed this game up great. He went, "This was so boring. I hated it." I was like, there we go, done. Captain Greg has spoken.
It was a pretty boring game. I mean, aside from the goals, it still wasn't very exciting.
Bro, I was playing Score Hero 90% of this game.
Yeah, if you watch our stream, we just felt bored of this game. I don't know if it was literally the weather in our city was shit or
the weather.
The weather, I think we were all a little tired.
It was just one of those days.
Everything mixed together, it did not end well for the game.
It was pain, bro.
But fair enough, Netherlands did the job and they got a 2-0 victory. So
well, the Netherlands now, they have 2 out of 2 victories, sitting top spot of Group C on 6 points. Ukraine and Austria are tied, both on 3 points, both with 0 goal differential. So all to play for there for second spot.
Yeah, North Macedonia I think Netherlands are going to win the group, but I'm not really impressed by them necessarily in this tournament. I think Ukraine kind of played into their hands. I think Austria really did not deliver whatsoever.
Every time me and my dad talk about the Euros, he always brings up how the Dutch are great and they're going to go on to win this thing. I go, Dad, they're shit. He goes, no, it's the Netherlands. They're always great. I was like, have you watched it? They're not. They're beating North Macedonia. No.
Yo, they're sick, man.
They haven't played North Macedonia yet, to be fair.
They're probably going to beat them.
And while I think Netherlands are proving us wrong with, well, some of us, because I know I picked Ukraine over them in the group, which isn't going to happen. But I just feel like when they...
good.
I mean, it could,
No, I
but
think that's dead.
when I come up against
score
like
a lot of
if they
goals.
come up against a Germany or an Italy, I think they just lose that match.
That'll be an interesting. I think that's just gonna be an interesting test for them, honestly, right?
I do think the Dutch have decent players. Maybe not the best starting 11 they've had over the years. Of course not. They have decent players. They lack in manager. They lack in decisive quality, I think.
They can have Coleman back.
I don't know if they want him.
I'm sure
Moving
they
on to Friday. Now, Friday was a bit of a hectic day for the 90th minute. It was our stream of England versus Scotland.
Wasn't hectic.
Before that game kicked off, before our stream kicked off, there was Croatia versus the Czech Republic. It ended 1-1. Willen scoring yet again for the Czech Republic. The man is absolutely on fire.
Was it a penalty?
He's taking a break. Lucas, he's taking a break from YouTube. He's scoring goals in the Euros. It's great to see. Was it a penalty? Yeah, I don't know.
The Croatians are in a weird situation, man. And this group is looking really weird going into the next couple games.
The commentator during the game, Lucas, so there's two commentators. One of them said, it was a former defender, and said, no penalty. I didn't see anything wrong with that. The other commentator goes, that should be a penalty and a red card to Dejan Lovren. I'm like, you two are sitting side by side, and one of you thinks it's a penalty red card. The other one says, no, play on. Everything's good. It's like, how is that so... Do I think it was a penalty? In today's game, probably, unfortunately. It's just a very, very soft penalty for Dejan Lovren. He puts his arms up. Does it protect himself? Yes. But does he also smash into the face of Willen? Yes, it does. And Patrick Schick steps up to make it 1-0.
He's having a good tournament, though.
He's having a great tournament.
Yeah.
Who would have thought? I would have thought.
That's what you love about the Euros, man.
But
he's bringing back Milan Baros from 2004.
The best goal of this game was Perisic's goal in the 47th minute. Absolutely great strike. Curls it past the keeper. Really, really good finish for him. Croatia get a point to make this group interesting because the other game, the game that we streamed, England versus Scotland at Wembley, it was
upon further research, a little bit boring, yo. During the moment, I was a little bit
boring. It does.
I was a little bit spazzed, but you know,
it does end 0-0. As someone who is supporting Scotland at this tournament, I'm happy with a result away at Wembley against England. I mean, we had chances to win that game. I thought Scotland were really the more threatening team. Maybe not possession-wise, maybe not chances created, but the chance that we did create, I thought were more threatening. I was so happy with the way we played, happy with the result. England fans, of course, are losing their mind over it, are completely in disrepair because we can't beat Scotland. How the fuck are we going to beat Germany? Well, cross that bridge if and when you get to it. It's not a guaranteed you make it to play Germany yet. This group is still chaos pandemonium. But ultimately, as a Scotland fan, I was happy with this result. Now, what it sets up for the final match day, everything's to play for in Group D. Czech Republic are top of this table on 4 points. England are second on 4 points, only behind by goal difference. Croatia are third on 1, and Scotland are bottom on 1 as well. -2 goal differential. Now, Scotland play Croatia, and England take on the Czech Republic. Now,
it's very simple for these teams. Just you need to win.
Whoever wins between Czech Republic and England will get top spot. If Scotland and Croatia, whoever wins there, might qualify through third, might even get second. You don't know. Ultimately, a hell of a lot to play for in match day 3. It's going to be exciting as hell. Make sure you are following us on twitch.tv/the90minute official, as we will be streaming these games all on there. Now.
Well, not the actual matches.
Yes, please don't ask us for that.
Group E. Now, some people are calling this the most boring game of the tournament. I know Lucas was throwing arms about it. But Slovakia versus Sweden. It does end 1-0 for the IKEA boys, and they're absolutely bumping in this tournament so far. I'm thoroughly enjoying it.
Well, I guess so.
Emil Forsberg scoring a penalty.
Yes, Sweden, they're doing well and everything, but it's currently... they only have 1 goal for, 1 goals against, and the Swedish are very confident going, they're top of the group with 4 points. Credit to them. They got, a win against Slovakia at least, right? But it's just like, this group is so tight right now. It can change so easily on the final match day for Lucas and I. It's going to be an emotional affair because Poland, like we watched, also they drew Spain. What a game. I mean, for Lucas and I, it was an emotional roller coaster, but still, I am so happy that Poland actually have a chance to still qualify for the final round. We're still in it, boys. We're still in it. That's what matters.
Spain drew Poland 1-1. Goal from Lewandowski finally at this tournament.
Yeah. Should have we lost? Yes. Maybe. I don't know.
No,
but also,
you shouldn't have because they started Morata. You should have won.
Yeah, but
you
also Lewandowski had a huge chance early in the first half, which he could have put away. You thought he would.
Probably should have.
It was a hell of a game because, Spain did their thing where they hold on possession, and you have to be worried about that because they can create chances. However, they did create chances, and they just can't seem to hit the net, even with a penalty. They can hit the net.
Well, they can.
Yeah, Spain...
They did,
but
hit
the post.
Not when Morata's on the pitch,
It fell to Morata, and
they can hit it
puts
at
it
the
wide.
The guy scored 1 out of 12. My guy's lackluster.
This game
weird.
was a bit insane in terms of chances created for Spain and not being able to bury it. The Spanish do not look good. They do not look...
No, they
Poland
look,
hit the
they
post
do
too, to
look
be
good.
fair.
They just can't fucking finish, man. They went from Fernando Torres and David Villa to Gerard Moreno and the clown Morata, bro. Like,
I think there's too many average players in this Spain squad.
And that's what the post analysts thoughts were. And it's
There's no one
there's no one in that team that just takes over a game like a lot of the other big teams have.
Yeah.
I think there are, though.
David Villa, Torres. Who?
Well, I think there are
Listen,
at least players he's relying on a 19-year-old Pedri, which I think he's a very talented player and can become a magnificent player for Spain, but is he the right guy to play in these situations right now when you have Thiago on the bench?
They probably needed Ansu Fati for this tournament.
Unfortunately.
Not even as a Barcelona fan.
And Matt, that's where I'm I think Fati would be one of those players. They need
Fati can make shit happen.
Yeah.
When his knees are working, at least.
Yeah.
When his knees were look at the beginning of the season, man. It was a short run, but that kid can make shit happen.
Well, if I quickly pull up the Spanish roster, we can go through some of the names. I think if you are Spanish, you're kind of you're hitting that worry button right now, the panic button, because
Thiago should
as
be
it
starting.
stands right
Lucas,
now, Sweden top of this group on 4 points, Slovakia second on 3 points, Spain are third on 2, and Poland on 1. This group can finish anywhere.
Yeah.
I would be worrying.
And
Poland could still top
I
it.
pray this happens because it'd be great for Poland, but say Poland defeats Sweden and Spain ties Slovakia, Spain are out.
Adios, muchachos.
Christ, man. And I'm gonna give praise to Lewandowski because he actually played kind of well in that game. I won't lie, he wasn't poor. He tried carrying Poland. He had that moment where he could have been on a breakaway, but credit to Spain, they defended him well. He looked like he had some speed on him. Like, he was trying to carry the team, and he got that fantastic header, great cross. I know we made the TikTok with my dad, doing the blessing of the kit, and my dad actually predicted send the Poland how. We just need a cross to Lewandowski header goal, and it happened.
It did, yeah.
So,
but I'll read off the names, Lucas, for the players that Spain subbed on in today's game. So they subbed on Ferran Torres for Dani Olmo, Fabian Ruiz for Gerard Moreno, Pablo Sarabia for Koke, and Mikel Oyarzabal for Morata. Now, are any of those 4 names world class?
So Ferran Torres,
They're good.
before this game, said that that the Spanish defenders would eat up Lewandowski or something like that, and that backfired. And Luis Enrique talked about him after the game, saying that sometimes he still needs to learn to say the right things sometimes. I want to find the actual quote from Luis Enrique.
As Conor McGregor would say, shut your fucking mouth.
Yeah, let me
While
find
you're
it
finding
here.
that quote, can anyone give me a reason why Jadon Sancho has not played a game this tournament yet?
I'm still
Or even been
I prefer
subbed
not
on?
to speak. I prefer.
It kind
not-
of just
No, he hasn't
it kind of
played.
just hit me. What the fuck, man? Seriously, he hadn't
We
even
could go
subbed
for a
on.
full hour
Jack
rant
Grealish got
about
30
England.
minutes. If Phil Foden's all right and stuff. Like, the kid's very good.
Phil
but
Foden was good. He
The
could.
game-
you tell me,
Jane.
Jadon
England
Sancho,
versus Scotland.
guy's
you
16
England
goals and what,
subbed on-
20
They
assists?
subbed on Jack Grealish for Phil Foden, and they subbed on Marcus Rashford for Harry Kane. So, meaning you left on the bench of attacking talent in a 0-0 game against Scotland, Jadon Sancho. You left Jude Bellingham, Ben Chilwell, Jordan Henderson, Harry Maguire, Marcus Rashford, or you brought on Rashford. You left Connor Cody, Kieran Trippier, and Dominic Calvert-Lewin.
Dude, where the
If I'm
fuck?
being honest,
why,
I don't get it. I don't
why
get it
did we
either.
not sub on Jaden? 16 goals, 20 assists, carried his team
That's
to
quite
Champions League spot. What the fuck?
Not even that. You even watched him in the Champions League. He was quite good. Same with Jude Bellingham against Man City. That kid's nasty. Like,
He had the most
I-
goals and assists for the England team besides Harry Kane.
personally, I would like to see Grealish and Sancho start next game because I feel like they bring a lot of creativity and intelligence on that pitch. Nothing is
What
Raheem
has Harry
Sterling.
Kane done?
He
what has Harry
but
Kane
he
done?
hasn't had any service because what is Raheem Sterling providing?
We need Jaden Sancho
Yeah,
play a game.
Jadon Sancho can do that.
He should have played from the first minute to get his confidence up. I don't know why Jaden
Harry
Sancho's
Kane's
sitting on the
still
bench.
not going to get out of that lineup though, because when like
Harry
the
Kane
ball
can't
does
leave the
get
lineup.
on, when that ball
No.
gets put on his foot,
Harry
in
Kane
a good
cannot leave the
spot, it's
lineup
most likely
unless
gonna
he's
be-
broken.
okay.
But is
Can I
Kane
also
plus
ask how we ended up back on England when that's the other group?
Because I was waiting for Luis to find the group.
is
Sorry.
Kane's like head in it though? Like there's so
I
much
know- I
going
know that
on,
is
like
being questioned,
potential
yeah.
He
transfers.
does have a lot of. He's also the
I'm
captain
sure,
of
I'm
England.
I'm sure he's focused on it. I'm
But
sure he's-
Billy Gilmore. Oh, no one's giving him enough praise. The man is brilliant.
Oh, man,
As
man,
well as
Scotland's
he
great.
said, as well as he
Scotland's
said,
great.
he's sex.
Anyway,
Just pure sex.
Lucas, you find the quote?
Yeah, I did find the quote. So back to Spain. I know we probably should have talked
Please
about
don't
this
read.
in the last
Please don't read
section.
in an accent. Please
I'm
don't read
not,
in an
I'm
accent.
not gonna go.
He's not Wazino or me.
No, he has a tendency. He has a tendency.
I have a tendency with accents that
Whatever,
I know
whatever.
that I could do.
He likes his Italian.
Okay,
Yeah, the Italian one is not okay, Lucas. And you.
Buongiorno, give me the,
Anyways,
give me the quote.
go.
Well, he said Ferran Torres is very young and still has a lot to learn. Example, not to say that our defenders will eat Lewandowski.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
It's kind of
He said that?
Well, I don't know if he said the
He's a big
exact.
man.
This is kind of a weird quote.
Wait, sorry, who was that?
Luis
Ferran
Enrique,
Torres.
the
Well, Luis Enrique said
Spanish
that about
coach.
what Fernand Torres said.
But yeah, like he's basically saying he needs to learn a lot, and supposedly Ferran Torres said that that the Spanish defenders were gonna eat Lewandowski. A little cannibalistic, but okay.
It's like, why is he? And like, he didn't start that game, so he started.
Well,
Hey
what's
man,
funny is
hey
in
man.
that
You know
group-
what? You know what's great, Lucas? Lewandowski now has more goals than Euros and Benzema and Kane, so I ain't even mad now.
Wow, at one.
I know.
Nuts. Mental.
Bro,
What a
Sweden's at the
statistic.
top of this group with one goal. By one goal. So,
I guess. You know.
Yeah.
But there is
But I'm
one more
still kind of
group to-
crapping myself when we play Sweden because I mean they seem very difficult to break down, and hopefully we
You guys
can
played
pull
good
something.
though. I'm not like
Big
Spain weren't.
Michael.
Not at the greatest again, but I thought Poland played
I
actually
mean,
pretty
Spain are
decent.
creating
Thank you.
chances, but like there is something missing. Like I think their team selection is a little poor.
Mon ami. We have talked about Spain being a tire fire. We have to move. I'm sorry. Allez les bleus! Not today! Hungary! 1-1 draw. The Hungarians shock the footballing world. The group of death. Can it get any better? Of course it can. Budapest is here. They're bouncing. They're rocking. They're having a great time. It's 1-1, baby. It's 1-1, baby. I love it.
Well,
Mbappe,
I'm
who,
watching
fuck
like
off.
the first
Fuck
40
off.
minutes of this game, and I'm just like, Hungary's done nothing. It's all been France. Eventually, a goal's gonna come in, and what happens? They go down, gets past like 3 players, and puts in the bottom corner.
One of the
Great
best
goal.
celebrations of Euro 2020 for sure. Did anyone see the picture going around of the reporter? She had this pitch side table, and they're
Yeah, I saw
celebrating,
that.
and she looks terrified, just terrified. Like, no, it was a great result for them.
did you hear what the Hungarian coach said, by the way? We are fighting tooth and nail for our place in the sun. The mother of idiots is always pregnant.
Fair
What
enough.
does that even mean?
Fair enough.
We
I
are
mean,
fighting.
they-
Greg. We are fighting tooth and nail for our place in the sun. The mother of idiots is always pregnant.
What the fuck does that even mean?
I don't know.
Hungarian things, man.
Can someone Google search that?
Griezmann did score a goal for France to tie it up in the second half, but it was Hungary's day. They played well. France missed 200 chances, I think. Mbappe turned into prime Morata. And really,
And the
it
Hungarian
was
supporters,
written in
man.
the clouds kind of thing. It was going to happen. The supporters of Hungary deserved it the way the supporters performed brilliantly today. The team was good. They deserved it. I'm happy for them. But the other match in Group F saw Portugal versus Germany. Now, what started off with German attack after attack after attack, it went the other way. And a counterattack from Portugal ended up with Cristiano Ronaldo scoring yet again to make it 1-0 Portugal in the 15th minute. We're like, boys, this is crazy.
It's Cristiano versus OG, man.
Well,
Crazy, boys.
Really. But yeah, 1-0 Portugal. We're like, guys, this has been all Germany. All of a sudden, Portugal go the other way. Boom, they score. Could this be a huge upset? No, because Portugal wanted to score even more goals. Unfortunately, they forgot which way they were going. Ruben Diaz scores a goal in the 35th minute on his own goals before his friend, Mr. Guerrero, goes, hey, man, I like that. Let me do that too. So he's like, 39th minute, puts it in his own net.
My God.
Absolute scenes. I gotta be honest with you. Absolute scenes. Kai Havertz makes it 3-1 in the 51st minute. Very good goal. Yeah, another cross in, 6-yard box, conflicting in the area. That makes it 3-1. Goossens at the back post makes it 4-1 before Jota makes it 4-2. Now, I believe Cristiano Ronaldo and Goossens have some history because I believe it's Champions League. I don't know which game, but Goossens asked Ronaldo to swap kits with him. Ronaldo said, "No, sorry, you're not a big enough name. I don't do that." So Goossens said, "Fuck you, big man. I'm gonna score for Germany against you. Fuck you. Get you back to Portugal." Love that. I love that.
Germany needed a bounce back. Germany needed a bounce back game after losing to France in Matchday 1, though. And it's like that. If they did lose today, like that would have been really bad for them. But now we've got France on 4 points, Germany and Portugal both on 3 points, and Hungary on 1 point.
Well, we're seeing star strikers not performing in this tournament. Benzema's dropped another stinker.
Fuck me. Yeah?
Yeah, Benzema has not been great.
Fuck my fantasy due to these goddamn strikers.
Ronaldo? You gotta give credit to Ronaldo. He's scoring goals. You can call him a tap-in merchant all you want, but he's scoring goals. He's in the right positions to put them away. Lewandowski finally gets off the mark. Harry Kane has done shit all. The Dutch don't really have one. Belgium, Lukaku had a good first game. He did. And Italy scoring a couple goals.
Not everybody can be Patrick Schick.
Will any for Ballon d'Or?
What I'm getting from these matches so far is that players in Serie A, their market value are rising. Guys like Locatelli, Goossens, Miranchuk, Lukaku. Well, they're just performing very well in this tournament. A lot of players in Serie A, and there could be some players on the move away from Serie A, like the mentioned Locatelli and Goossens.
Dude, if Locatelli goes to Arsenal, bro, we can just write him down as a flop. Pen it down.
Here we are going into Matchday 3. Hungary is still within contention here of advancing from this group. Love to see it. Like Greg said, 4 points for France, 3 for Germany and Portugal, 1 for Hungary. Still all to play for in this group. Well, I'm excited.
Well, here's the thing, guys. It's Portugal versus France.
Yeah.
Matchday 3.
Is no one gonna mention how good Goosen's been for Germany?
So
like he's been the player of that group, I think.
We have been talking about him for the past 5 minutes, but I agree. He has been very good.
Yeah, he's been great.
I don't know. You watch that game, and like no one was really marking him for Portugal. He just kind of got into the blocks of the ease.
But that's where like the 3-back system works. You have such wide players. I remember us talking about it when they scored that goal, and I think it was Rafa just did not mark his man. Those wingers in that 3 attacking formation for Portugal, those wingers have to work hard and actually track those players, and that's.
I like what Antoine Griezmann said. We had lost the habit of playing in a full stadium. We paid dearly for it. It is the Euro Cup. We already know. With great nations and great players, even against Hungary, it is tough. It's true. Every team has been a challenge so far, I think, in this group. Maybe except for Turkey.
Turkey.
And also Roberto Mancini, shout out to him for comparing Wales to Stoke.
He did do that.
Anyways, what I was trying to go back to, though, is Portugal-France, which is what a lot of people predicted as the finals of this tournament. And one of those teams could get knocked out.
One of them's probably going to get knocked out.
France could knock Portugal out in the group stage. Mental.
France probably with the 4 points already, they probably will still go through even if they got third. But it's I don't know. It's gonna be
tasty.
interesting.
It's tasty, Greg.
Germany's got Hungary, which is not an easy game. But if they play like they did, like they were looking real good that game. So
I called it. I'm telling you, I called that, big man.
fair enough. So it's
called
gonna be
Hungary
exciting.
France?
It's gonna be an exciting
I
match.
know
Day
my
3. I'm looking
football.
forward to it.
Shh.
Will you shut up?
Lucas, there's an update with Poland. Apparently, there's a lot of things. Poland need low-scoring draws in the games between Switzerland and Turkey and Croatia and Scotland to give themselves the best chance of going through. If this happens, a draw versus Sweden may be enough for Poland to sneak into the knockout stage.
Well, don't worry about Scotland.
Maybe.
We haven't scored a goal yet this
You
tournament.
gotta go for a win.
Don't worry about
You gotta
us.
win.
It's not like it's super likely you're going to.
We haven't
lot.
scored a goal yet in the Euros. I have yet to celebrate a goal.
Yeah,
I'm
Vita
sorry.
and Waz's
Oh my
Vita
God.
is gonna shut you down.
I hope to God
Wow.
they win.
I want Scotland to win. I really
Kind
do.
of fun in it. It'd be fun.
How much you want to bet Gerard Moreno has not yet fallen asleep, or Alvaro Morata? They're just like, I can't believe I fucked that
I
up.
want Poland and Scotland to go through
I don't
just
think
for
Morata
like
gives a
the
fuck.
hype of those three lads right there.
Should we move? I mean, that is the end of the Euro Matchday 2 review.
Yes, sir.
Let's do a very quick review, though, of Copa America, because that is going on as well and deserves to be spoken about. So, the tournament kicked off on Sunday, which saw Brazil versus Venezuela. That's correct, right, Lucas? That was the first game? Yeah, sorry. I don't know why they started with Group B. Copa America, get your shit
Because
together.
Brazil ended up being the host.
Dumb. But anyways, Brazil gets off to a 3-0 victory over Venezuela. The second day, Monday, saw Colombia 1-0 over Ecuador
That was so
before
Sunday.
Argentina versus Chile ended in a 1-1 draw. Sad days for Mr. Messi. Ronaldo could never. Tuesday saw Paraguay versus Bolivia. 3-1 for Paraguay.
That was Monday.
That was Tuesday.
It says Monday on
I have
Google.
Tuesday, the 15th of June, Paraguay versus Bolivia.
I'm pretty sure it was on the same day as Argentina, Chile. And I'm pretty
Well, if
sure
that's the
Colombia,
case,
Ecuador
then
was
that's the
same
case.
day as
I'm
Brazil.
sorry. I'm just reading what I'm seeing right now.
Are you
and
reading the
it says-
BBC again?
Oh, you're damn right I am.
Ooh, why do you
Damn
keep
right.
going back, man?
I don't know,
They
this is
fuck
what I-
you
this is
over
what I
time and time
use.
again, and you keep
Yeah,
going
Liam,
back,
it was
man.
Monday.
Like a
Okay.
crackhead.
Well, then when did Colombia play Venezuela? Is it Thursday?
Oh, dude.
Okay, cool. We're back on Thursday. We're back on track. Good job, BBC. You did it. Anyways, it ended 0-0. No one gives a fuck. Before Friday, saw Chile. Chi, le, le, le. Viva
You talking
Chile.
about Brazil, Peru?
No, chi, le, le, le. Viva Chile. 1-0 over Bolivia.
Do you
On
talk
Friday.
about Brazil, Peru?
I'm going to get there, man. I'm
But
going
that
to...
was Thursday.
It says it's on Friday.
Go get off the BBC, man, please.
I'm just reading, man.
Shut up.
Because it
So
was
Brazil
Friday.
beat Peru
What's wrong
4-0.
with
Brazil
Google,
beat
bro?
Peru
Boss,
on
go, please.
Friday, man.
4-0 was?
What?
4-0.
4-0.
Oh, I'm watching Brooklyn versus Milwaukee.
Thank you.
Of course.
I'm happy
Okay,
that you-
anyways, yeah. So, and then Chile, like Liam was saying, Chile
Don't
did
call
beat
them Chile.
Bolivia.
They're Chile. Chi.
Shut
Le, le.
up.
Viva Chile. Who else played, Greg?
I mean, the game of Argentina.
Who am I? Things are not going right. Oh my God. Where is Pep Guardiola? Oh my God. I'm Lionel Messi. They won 1-0 over fucking Uruguay. Jesus fucking.
So what are you complaining about?
I'm
I
complaining
don't know.
that
I have no
football is broken.
I think he's complaining
And
that
that's
BBC is broken.
Anyways, as it stands at the moment,
We can't.
Group
we clearly
A.
can't cover the fucking Copa
Group
America.
A, Argentina, 4 points. Chile, 4 points. Paraguay, 3 points. Uruguay, 0. Bolivia, 0. Group B, Brazil, 6 points. Colombia, 4
Okay, the
points.
BBC's messed up, Liam, because Group A has Brazil in it, and Group B has Argentina in it.
Well, they're completely messed up. That I'm literally just reading what I see in front of me, man.
Please get off the BBC, man.
This is not my fault.
Get
So
off
it's
the
It is. You didn't have to
Colombia.
choose the
Google.
BBC.
Where do you
Google.
go? Where do you go?
I
Google.
Google. I go to Google. I type in the European competition.
Literally,
and I
that's
got
all
all
you
the
I
have
just
to
go
do.
standings.
on BBC. I open up all my
Why?
different tabs.
Copa
for all the
America.
competitions.
I just Googled to Copa America. Google has everything I need.
Literally,
already
was.
just there.
Yeah, Google
Literally.
is literally it, man. Like, Why are you so weird?
I will.
Oh.
I just go on this. Anyways,
Liam, you should have learned from the BBC.
Just fucking block the BBC off your fucking internet.
No, my dad
Just
uses
block-
that. He'd be very
well, that's
upset.
okay. That's okay. I like Callum. Anyways, just fuck off, man.
Brazil's got 6 points. Colombia's got 4. Venezuela's got 1. Ecuador and Peru have 0. I don't care what groups they're in. I don't care what days they play.
I'm sorry, you
That's the
screwed
points,
up.
man.
You screwed up the Copa America coverage. Congratulations.
I just read it. Lucas is the one that called
The
me out on it.
continent of South America does not like you anymore. You are
I
a great
think
guest
they
from
love
Peru.
me.
You are awful. No,
They
you were a
love
guest.
me.
Yeah, just because you went to the fucking mountains in Pachu Picchu.
Oh. Listen to me. This is what you need right here. This can clean up messes on the 90th minute kid. We're a mess. This can clean up messes. You need to go to manscaped.com. You need to use code 90 at checkout to get 20% off plus free shipping. And they're fantastic products, including the Lawnmower 4.0. They also got the nose trimmer. They got cologne. They have different lotions. Check them out. It's Father's Day today.
There's one last thing.
Get your dad a late gift. Manscaped.
One last thing we need to
.com.
mention. One last thing. Canada. We everybody knows this by now, I hope. Canada has qualified for the Octagon and CONCACAF, so there is a chance we can qualify for the World Cup in 2022.
First time since 1996.
That Canada has an actual chance to qualify. They have a lot of games coming up. They have to play Jamaica, the U.S., Honduras, Costa Rica, Mexico. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be a lot of fun, and I can't wait.
CCC.
And
Matt,
so essentially,
Matt, if
the
we went
top
to a
three-
Canada-Jamaica game, who would you cheer for?
Dude,
The Yard
who
Boys.
the fuck do you think, man?
The Yard Boys. The Reggae Boys with Mikel Antonio up top.
That's an easy question.
I would choose
Don't ask
Mikel
me that
Antonio.
I took the jersey and all.
Ultimate. Even I got a Jamaica jersey. I have a Jamaica jersey.
It's lovely.
Why don't you bring it
I can. Where do you want me to bring it?
To the
to
Euro
our live streams?
I can bring one. Okay, I can bring it. I'll bring the Jamaican kid I've got. Anyways,
Bring the yard.
we should wrap this up. I hope you have enjoyed
Matt
this
was
Match
scared.
Day 2 review.
confused.
It's what it's been.
Matt's
It's been beautiful.
get these white people away from me, please.
I mean,
Please
I
make
won't
sure
say
you
I won't
are
say I'm saying it, but I'm
subscribed
thinking it.
here on YouTube. Remember to hit like as well. Comment down below. Get involved with our conversation. Say, call me out for being an absolute bell end. I don't really give a shit. Forza
Come on,
Poland.
Polska.
Forza whoever the hell else. From the 5 of us here in the 90th minute, we will see you at the end of Match Day 3. See ya, baby. Goodbye.
Shit.